we wanted to do something really different with Yestival. None of us had any festival organisation experience, but that didn't really seem to matter to us. And I guess that sums Say Yes More up altogether. We wanted to create this weekend where everybody could turn up alone and leave with 200 friends. We have over 35 speakers from the world of adventure, a few entrepreneurs, science. But ultimately, every speaker is a change maker, a doer, an example of what can happen if you have an idea and act on it. And they've all got incredible stories, but they've all agreed to come for free. Yestival is the only way we make a huge amount of income for Say Yes More, and it pays for every single event throughout the year following. So we've been a volunteer organisation since the beginning, and so many hours have been put into nurturing different events and the tribe as a whole. You can't imagine just how much work goes into the background just to ensure that everybody is in a position to meet up with other folk, come up with ideas, attend events, learn new skills, and ultimately grow a little bit. So Yestival is a microcosm of this. You take everything that we've done throughout the year and we just put it in this field of dense magic. And it's special. It's all camping. Everyone comes along, brings their own stuff. You might think October is a strange time of year to have a festival, but if you start to question whether you want to be camping in slightly colder weather, then you're just not the right person to come. And you have to be completely transparent when you're opening up a new idea, when you're trying to lead a new school of thought, because if you're not, people will come along and they'll be disappointed. And actually, all it takes is just, a couple more layers of clothes or a warmer sleeping bag, and then you get through the night and you sleep well, and then you wake up to this glorious, almost winter sun, and another day begins. In the morning we have three sessions from 7 till 8. So Project Awesome, led by Danny Bent, Dave Finch and Chris Miller. So that's a free workout. If you don't fancy that, you can do some yoga, so a little calmer. If you don't fancy yoga or Project Awesome, there's a silent disco as well. And I just already have this beautiful picture in my mind of 200 people just rocking out to absolutely no sound from the outside world. It's going to be amazing. And then throughout the days, we have Friday evening when it all kicks off, and then all Saturday, and then Sunday morning we have sessions going on at the same time. So we have 3 or 4 speakers in each slot. So each one will pitch up on the soapbox beforehand with everyone just crowded around, and then everyone has to make a really fast decision. Which one do I need to see? Which ones am I happy not doing? I think so often in life we're faced with what's the best thing for me, but actually often more important is to work out what compromises we're willing to make in order to move forwards. So, it's not about your passions, it's not about your purpose, it's about solidly knowing what it is that you don't want to be doing with your time, and then just go in a different direction and avoid that stuff. If you keep on doing that, then you're going to end up learning what you're really good at and what you enjoy. So everything about Yestival is just encouraging these choices, the simplicity, the beautiful simplicity of life, the enjoyment and the laughter that comes from listening to someone's emotional story. We don't have any screens or slides at Yestival. It's all going back to original storytelling around the campfire. And for a lot of our speakers who often, speak for a living, or speak often at least to audiences, to be able to translate a story without the help or nudging of images or visuals, that's not easy. So it's a challenge for them. But everyone has agreed to come along and speak for free. And not only that, but spend the whole weekend with us. I know in my little way that them being here with us for a whole weekend is a reward for them. But in this world where money talks, where almost every single decision, especially when you're professional, comes down to pounds and dollars, it's incredibly... I feel privileged and fortunate to have enough friends or contacts who are willing to come and share their stories and experience, which is hugely well earned for nothing, financially at least. And that means we can put more into the pot and, just grow this army of doers over the next few years. It's really, really special. Ultimately, after last year, our audience of 200 left, raised over £750,000 through their own projects, travelled over 100,000 miles under their own steam, set up businesses, quit the jobs that were stealing their souls, and created new little souls as well. And it's worth doing again off the back of that. For me personally, I've been a one-man band for so long, and it's not been an easy journey building a team, and I guess just becoming so much more accessible to so many people. It's definitely had a little bit of an impact in that I forgot about myself for a while. Now I'm getting that back. I can deal more and more with the stresses and strains of organising something like a festival where we have to pay for tents, we have to pay for food, we need to outlay a huge amount of money. And we're not at a stage yet where we can guarantee selling all of our tickets, but just like coming up with the idea to skateboard across Australia or cycle around the world or swim a long way, you have to believe that you can do it. And you have to believe that it's going to work out. If you don't, then you're just not going to take that first step. And simply, if we don't make a festival happen, if we don't build it, they won't come. So, Yestival's happening again. We know it's going to be even better than last year. And I just can't wait to see all of the ripples that bounce out of that beautifully shaped rock as it bounces in the pool of life, and just see what happens next.